Meehan is president and CEO at Squared Communications and former chief of staff for Senator Maria Cantwell of Washington State, amongst many other things. Matt Schlapp is chairman at the American Conservative Union, both good friends of mine, and both of you are veterans of Washington, D.C. battles, and you've both worked on national campaigns and also smaller campaigns in different parts of the country. Michael, this is not a new debate, but it's one that seems to come and go as these unfortunate, horrible, horrific incidents seem to happen. Do you think anything is different this time?
Sadly, I don't. I think that in terms of the politics of the gun debate, I mean, if you're a Republican, you want the Rifle Association on your side, and if you're a Democrat, you want the Rifle Association not on your side. And that's how the political battles have broken down over the last decades and decades and decades. There's not even an incremental movement that ever happens as it comes to gun laws. I mean, 3% of Americans own half of the guns. If you're a gun owner, you're 1 in 5 Americans. It's like religion for you. And so therefore, you're not moving off your religion when you watch Mad Men kill a bunch of people, innocent people, and shoot at all those people like your guest you had on before. The politics just has already been separated a long time ago on this.
Well, I don't know about religion, but it's certainly, Matt, they think of it as one of their constitutional rights, the Second Amendment being very important to the country. But one question I have for you is that why wouldn't Democrats, when they had the House and the Senate majorities under President Obama, have they pushed through Obamacare? Do you think that politically they could have actually pushed something on gun control as well?
No, because I disagree with Michael. The fact is this, which is you're right, Dana, that the Democrats, when President Obama was elected, had a filibuster-proof majority in the Senate and a huge Nancy Pelosi majority in the House. And you would think they would have pushed through gun control, but there are two reasons they didn't. Number one, there were then, and there are still now, but definitely then, still Democrats who were friendly to the NRA and got endorsed by the NRA and won in purple and reddish districts that the new majority didn't want to upset. And the second piece is that the politics of gun control are really on the Second Amendment side. It is an enduring and popular constitutional right, and the politics break the Republicans' way on this issue.
This is certainly true. I also want to read something. This is from Marco Rubio, something he said on, I don't know, do we have it on sound? Oh, I have to read it here. He said that none of the major shootings that have occurred in this country over the last few months or years that have outraged us would gun laws have prevented them. And Michael, in a rare fact check from the Washington Post, they actually, instead of giving him a Pinocchio's, actually gave him the rare Geppetto checkmark, saying that that's actually true. So are there sort of sensible, concrete pieces or proposals that the Democrats are thinking to bring forward so that possible persuadable Republicans, even possibly President Trump, could take those on?
Well, clearly, like background checks, right? I think reasonable people could agree that mentally ill people shouldn't have a gun, that people who have relationships with terrorists shouldn't have guns. You think you could make possibly some middle ground there. You could also make the argument that the military and the police should have semi-automatic weapons, but not the rest of the population. And I think some sort of version of what happened in Las Vegas may have been prevented there, but possibly not, because if the person legally walks in and goes through a background check and passes it, they're going to be able to buy as many guns as they want, right? The average gun owner has 17 guns. If you don't have a criminal background, you're going to get them. But what you should try to do is stop the people that you know to be mentally ill not to get them, the people that you know that have a relationship with crime not to get them.
Matt, I only have a couple of seconds left, but I want to ask you, do you agree with Steve Bannon that President Trump is unlikely to try to make some sort of a deal with the Democrats as he tried to do maybe on DACA, because this issue is just not going to be one that he touches?
Yeah, I think Steve is right. I think the president was very clear with the American public that he supports the Second Amendment. It's right up there at number 2 in our Bill of Rights. And he believes strongly in it, as do his sons, who are avid hunters.
All right. Well, I love having you here. I hope you'll come back to the Daily Briefing because I love your insight. It's excellent. And
it's an honor to be here, and we're proud of you, Dana.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, you guys have known me a long time. I used to be a lot taller. Kidding. All right.